Hi, it's Glenn speaking. In a previous video I showed you how we can post articles from eZine Articles and how my software manipulated that to actually produce a nicely formatted post. That was in version 2.1.1a. I've made a slight change to the software because it appeared that it'd be easy just to show you, the author's name, which should have appeared after the title before the content, actually appeared in the wrong place, and I hadn't noticed that at the time of recording. I've modified the software now, which is why we're on version 2.1.2. In case you see any slight changes, that will be the change. Now in this video I want to show you how we can post plain HTML articles. These are articles that have all the special formatting required to display on the page. So on the left hand side of the screen you can see a typical private label rights or PLR article. I've modified it slightly and added a few HTML formatting codes. So let's start with posting the HTML article. And one of the things I've done is I've made several copies of the blog settings simply so you can see what it would look like should you have several blogs on the same system. You can then pick from the list. These are all copies of each other, all identical to each other. But I'm going to pick Glenn's Awesome Business blog. Click on next. Now this article is about productivity, so select productivity, next. And so far there's nothing new here, so we need the article tags, which is the keywords. Right click, copy, paste. So right, we have summary, which is the same as the article excerpt. So I'm going to select that, right click and copy and paste that in article excerpt, and next. Now we're going to go from what we've traditionally done up till now. With eZine Articles, the article title was extracted from the whole of the information that we copied across. Here there's no way of doing that because there's no standardized format for me to actually allow my code to examine the text, so we have to enter the code manually, simply by copying and pasting it. So that's the article title. And now for the article body, I'm going to turn off word wrap to make it easier for me to copy all of this. And right click and paste. Now before I post this, what I should really do is actually show you a slight modification to the email system that's receiving the emails from the software. So I'm going to go back to Gmail, click on the cog, come down to settings, and what I want to do is go to forwarding and pop, and where it says in pop download, when messages are accessed with pop, at the moment it's set to keep Gmail copy in the inbox. We now have another well, it's 3 more options. What I want to do is for it to delete the email, and then I'm going to save the changes. So okay, I'm going to come back here, I'm going to preview the post, and as you can see the title, the category, so this is all the same. So I'm going to post the article, and the report's the same. In 10 seconds after you post the article, you get taken back to the title screen. So I can see over here now we have 4 new articles. There we have it. So I'm quickly going to refresh the page here. I doubt whether it's come through yet. So what I'm going to do is pause the video because it could take up to 5 minutes. It takes a couple of minutes to go through your system, whatever host you're using. It'll take a couple of minutes for the email typically to go from the software to your email address. In this case it's Gmail, and then it's another up to 5 minutes for your blog to actually see the email from the inbox. So typically you could wake up to about 7 to 8 minutes, but it's all automated. It doesn't really make any difference. It's still purely organic. So I'm going to press the F5 key now, see if it's actually changed that. Yes, as you can see now, it's come. The email has now been delivered. It's now posted. And the reason that we add the meta tag information, let's just click on that. The reason that we add the meta tag information, i.e. the article excerpt, is so that in the search engine optimization, underneath the description, this is for more advanced users, underneath the description in the header area, we've actually got the excerpt of the article, so the search engines know what to display, otherwise they would just display a random snippet. And of course we have our keywords here as well. So that's the reason why I've added that particular functionality. As I said, this is for more advanced users. Most people would run to the hills when they started seeing things like this, but the software takes care of all of that for you. So I'm going to close the tab, and as you can see now, there's only 3 emails up there. If I come down to more, go into bin, you'll see that the email has now been deleted. So that will keep your inbox nice and tidy. So that was it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. In the next video, I'll be talking about Gmail security. Thank you very much.